I think it's time. Yes, it's time to bring history back to life.
Cool! It's amazing!
Dreamer Cats TV.
Oh, okay, the video that you're about to see is one of many that I've done of vintage transport trading cards and cigarette cards. Please don't forget to check out those after you've seen this one, rate them, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe icon because I'll be doing loads more in the future. Thank you and enjoy watching. Hello YouTubians and internet adventurers. I'm about to give you a grand tour of my early collection of motor car tobacco cards. These cards were issued by Ogdens way back in 1902. I was watching a video recently by Jeff of Rambling Around. Don't forget to check out his great channel. He does lots of videos of classic cars and guitar making projects and other random stuff like that. So please check out his channel. Anyway, he's recently done one of some really early motorcar adverts that he found at a flea market or a garage sale, and I commented that I had this collection of early tobacco cards of motor cars. So here's a bit of background information. Over the past 100 years we've certainly come a long way from the horse-drawn carts or the funky zebra through to the motor car. Nicholas Joseph Cugnot or Cugnot is believed to have built the first self-propelled mechanical vehicle, the Cugnot steam trolley, in 1769. However, it is generally acknowledged that the first really practical automobile with petrol gasoline powered internal combustion engines were completed almost simultaneously by several German inventors working independently, one of whom was Carl Benz, who built his first automobile in 1885 in Mannheim. Today, the petrol or gasoline engine is the most common form of car. However, at the beginning of the 20th century, in the early 1900s, it wasn't so clear what type of car would become the dominant standard. Steam powered vehicles were extremely popular. One of the most successful of these, the Stanley steamer, managed to reach a whopping 127 miles per hour in 1905. Similarly, for a while there was a preference for electric propelled cars. However, as time went by, the contenders began to fade as the makers of petrol and gasoline powered cars were the first to invest heavily in mass production techniques. Okay, without further ado, let's have a look through these cards. The first one appears to be of the smallest motor car. That's what he says anyway. And as I was mentioning about electric cars, here's Ricker on his electric apparently. Back in those days you had to be quite wealthy to own a car. Hence here's the King, Edward VII, in his motor. And here's another one of his fine cars. Followed by Mrs. Green and May, it says on here. They were probably a couple of theatrical actresses of the time. Here's another one of the King's motor cars. And on this one it says, model of the first motor ever made in America. I don't know much about that. Here we have one of Violet Vanbrugh driving a car. She apparently had a long career that lasted for half a century, but it's nothing to do with motor cars. Here's an interesting one of a very early motor bus. A lot of these racing car drivers have been long since forgotten, and it's only thanks to cards like these that the memory of these early pioneers still exist. Here is the famous Gordon-Bennett Cup for auto racing. This was established by the newspaper entrepreneur James Gordon Bennett Jr. Bennett's flamboyant and erratic life is thought to have inspired the British catchphrase "Gordon Bennett" as an expression of disbelief. Check this driver out. He's obviously having a bit of a sleep. Pauline Chase, I read, apparently had an affair with none other than Captain Scott, the famous explorer. Nothing to do with motor cars, of course. Here's another few actresses in cars. Obviously they were quite trying to encourage women to drive in those days. Starley car. Starley turned into Rover later on. Here's another of the King's many cars by the looks of it. And here's a Panhard-Levassor, I think. And Gordon-Brillie Landau. And here's some more actresses from the musical Chinese Honeymoon, which apparently was the first musical to run for 1,000 performances, but has got absolutely nothing to do with motor cars. I just would have shown these actresses in cars just as sex symbols, I guess, like they do today, you know, kind of models and that. Yeah, interesting collection of very early motor cars, circa 1902. Please don't forget to check out my other motor car related card videos and transport videos and all my other collectibles videos. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. If you'd like to find out more about this particular item or other such items, please feel free to pop by my website at creamofcards.com. Oh no, I'm afraid we've run out of time, but just before you go, please leave thumbs up below, and if you'd like to see more amazing video clips like this,
Subscribe to the channel
by clicking on the icon up in the sky.
A Cream of Cards TV.